Hello, my name is Dr. Wisdom. Have you ever sat down for breakfast with your eggs in front of you? Scrambled, boiled, maybe sunny side up, and thought, I eat this every day, but am I really making the most of it? You're not alone. Eggs are one of the most popular and affordable foods out there. They're packed with protein, easy to prepare, and taste great no matter how you cook them. But here's the thing. What you pair with your eggs can either boost your health or quietly chip away at it over time. Now, if you're over 60, every bite matters more than it used to. Your body doesn't absorb nutrients the same way it did when you were 30 or 40. Your energy, your digestion, even your memory, all of it can be influenced by how you combine your foods. That's why today, we're diving into something surprisingly powerful: the best and worst foods to pair with eggs. Yep, eggs. Something as simple as what you add to your breakfast plate could be the difference between a good day and one that leaves you feeling tired, bloated, or even foggy in the head. So let's talk about it. How to turn your egg meals into powerhouses for your body and your brain. In this video, we're going over 10 of the best foods to pair with eggs for seniors like you, and 6 that you really should think twice about. Whether you enjoy eggs in the morning, for lunch, or even dinner, these combinations can help you feel sharper, stronger, and more in control of your health. Let's start with one of the absolute best partners for eggs, and it's something you might already have in your fridge right now: avocado. Now, I know avocados aren't everyone's go-to, but stick with me here. The creamy texture and mild taste actually go perfectly with eggs, especially scrambled or poached eggs. But more than that, avocados are loaded with healthy fats that help your body absorb the nutrients in eggs better. Eggs have vitamins like A, D, E, and K, and those are fat-soluble, which means your body needs some fat to really soak them up. Avocado gives you that fat, but in a way that helps your heart, your skin, even your joints. Plus, they're full of potassium, which many older adults don't get enough of, and that can help keep your blood pressure in check. Try mashing a little avocado on toast. Add a soft-boiled egg on top, and sprinkle a little pepper. You've got yourself a simple breakfast that feeds your brain, supports your heart, and keeps you full without weighing you down. Now let's move on to something even simpler: spinach. Yep, good old spinach. Whether you sauté it, steam it, or toss it fresh into an omelet, spinach is an incredible add-on for eggs. It's rich in iron, folate, and antioxidants that help fight inflammation. And after 60, inflammation becomes a bigger deal than ever. It's one of the hidden reasons behind things like joint pain, fatigue, and even memory decline. Plus, spinach is low in calories but high in fiber, which means it helps with digestion, especially if you're someone who feels a little sluggish after meals. One tip: if raw spinach is hard on your stomach, just cook it lightly with a little olive oil before adding it to your eggs. Not only does it go down easier, but it actually releases more of the nutrients that your body can use. Isn't that wild? The way we cook things can make such a difference in how they help, or don't help, our bodies. Now that we've got avocado and spinach on the table, let's bring in a bit of color with another top performer: tomatoes. You might not think of tomatoes as a health food, but they're one of the richest sources of something called lycopene, which helps protect your cells from damage, especially in your heart and your brain. When you cook tomatoes, like in a light sauté or a warm tomato salsa, the lycopene becomes even more absorbable. Pairing them with eggs gives you not only a burst of flavor, but also a boost of antioxidants that can help slow down age-related changes in the body. If you're someone who likes a little zip in the morning, slice up some cherry tomatoes, toss them in a pan with garlic and olive oil, then scramble in some eggs. It's fast, it's bright, and it's doing a lot more for your health than you might think. But let's not forget about something a little sweet to round things out. Berries. Now, I know it might sound strange to pair eggs with berries, but hear me out. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, whichever ones you enjoy most, are packed with compounds that support brain health and memory. They're also rich in fiber and low in sugar, which makes them a smart choice if you're watching your blood sugar levels. One easy way to enjoy them is to keep a small bowl of fresh berries on the side of your egg-based breakfast. It gives you a touch of sweetness, satisfies that fruit craving, and supports your mind and body all at once. And let's be honest, we all deserve something a little sweet that's still doing good things for our health. All right, so we've talked about avocado, spinach, tomatoes, and berries. Each one adds something unique and powerful to your eggs. They're not just tasty, they're functional. They help your body use the good stuff in eggs and bring in even more nutrients that protect you from the inside out. But we've only scratched the surface. Now that we've built a solid start to your egg game, it's time to dig even deeper into combinations that support better digestion, more energy, and sharper
Now that we've
thinking.
built
a solid start to your egg game, it's time to dig even deeper into combinations that support better digestion, more energy, and sharper thinking. You ready? Let's keep going. Let's talk about something simple that almost everyone has in their kitchen. Toast. But not just any toast. I'm talking about whole grain toast. If you're still using white bread, this one small swap could make a big difference in how you feel. Whole grain bread has more fiber, more nutrients, and helps your body manage blood sugar better. Plus, it gives you longer-lasting energy. No crash an hour later. And when you layer a soft-boiled egg on top of a slice of warm, toasty whole grain bread, it's not just delicious, it's smart. It's giving your heart and digestive system a friendly boost with every bite. And let's be honest, sometimes it's the simplest meals that keep us going the strongest. Now let me ask you, have you ever tried mushrooms with your eggs? If not, oh, you're missing out. Mushrooms bring this earthy, rich flavor that pairs perfectly with eggs, especially in an omelet or a scramble. But beyond taste, mushrooms are doing a lot behind the scenes. They're packed with B vitamins to help with energy and brain health. Some varieties even have a little vitamin D, which is great for bones and immune strength. Two things we all need more of as we age. I like to sauté mine with a bit of garlic and olive oil, then mix them right into my eggs. It's hearty, satisfying, and so good for you. And speaking of hearty, let's talk about sweet potatoes. Now I know they're not a typical breakfast food, but hear me out. Sweet potatoes are one of the best carbs you can put on your plate. They're loaded with fiber, potassium, and something called beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. That's great for your vision, your immune system, and even your skin. Plus, they're naturally sweet, which helps curb those cravings for sugary pastries or cereal. I like dicing up some sweet potatoes, roasting them until they're tender, and serving them with a fried or poached egg on top. It's filling, comforting, and it actually helps reduce inflammation in the body. If your joints ache in the mornings, this could be a game changer. All right, we've got toast, mushrooms, sweet potatoes. So let's round this out with something bright and crunchy. Bell peppers. Red, yellow, green, whatever color you like, they're all packed with vitamin C, which keeps your immune system strong and your skin healthy. Bell peppers also help your body absorb iron better, especially if you're pairing them with something like spinach. That's what I call a power couple. Toss some chopped peppers into your scrambled eggs or enjoy them raw on the side with a hard-boiled egg. Either way, you're adding flavor, color, and a whole lot of goodness to your plate. Can you see how easy this is? With just a few simple ingredients, you can take your eggs from just breakfast to powerful meal for better health. And the best part is, you don't have to do anything fancy. These are everyday foods, things you probably already have at home, working together to give your body what it needs. Now, we've covered 8 of the best foods to pair with eggs: avocado, spinach, tomatoes, berries, whole grain toast, mushrooms, sweet potatoes, and bell peppers. Each one brings something different to the table, and together, they can make a real difference in how you feel every day. But we're not done yet. There are still a couple more foods I want to share with you that go great with eggs, and then we've got to talk about something just as important. Because while some foods help your body thrive when paired with eggs, others might actually slow you down or cause problems over time, especially if you're over 60. So hang tight, because in just a moment, we're going to go over the last few powerhouse pairings, and then we're diving into the 6 foods that could. Let's keep this momentum going. You've got this, and I'm right here with you. Great. Let's keep rolling into the next part. So, we've covered some amazing pairings for your eggs already. Now, I want to introduce you to a couple of other fantastic combinations that are both easy to prepare and power-packed with nutrients. You'll love how these work with your eggs to support your body's needs as you age. Let's start with Greek yogurt. You might not think to pair yogurt with eggs, but trust me, they make an incredible team. Greek yogurt is full of protein, which helps with muscle maintenance, a big deal as we get older. Plus, it's loaded with probiotics that help with digestion, keeping things running smoothly in your gut. If you're looking for a creamy, cool contrast to your warm eggs, a small spoonful of plain Greek yogurt on the side is perfect. You could even drizzle a little honey on top to add some natural sweetness. You can also use it in place of sour cream or mayo when making an egg salad. Not only will it add creaminess, but the probiotics will help keep your digestive system happy too. And if you're someone who struggles with bloating or stomach discomfort, this is a great option to consider adding to your diet. Next up is chia seeds. I know they're a little trendy, but let me tell you, they're worth the hype. Chia seeds are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are super important for heart and brain health, especially as we age. They're also loaded with fiber, which helps keep things moving in your digestive system, and they have antioxidants that fight inflammation. You might be thinking, how do chia seeds fit with eggs? Well, here's a fun idea. Sprinkle a teaspoon or 2 of chia seeds over your eggs, or mix them into a smoothie if you're having eggs as part of a bigger meal. The seeds won't interfere with the flavor, but they'll give you that added nutrition boost. Plus, chia seeds absorb liquid and expand, so if you add them to a small yogurt or smoothie bowl alongside your eggs, they'll help keep you feeling full longer. Now let's talk about salmon. If you're looking for something a little fancier to pair with your eggs, smoked salmon is an excellent choice. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which, as you might already know, are great for brain health and lowering inflammation. Whether you enjoy smoked salmon with scrambled eggs, a poached egg on a bagel, or mixed into an egg salad, this food adds that heart-healthy fat we all need as we get older. And beyond the physical benefits, salmon can make you feel a little more energized throughout the day. It's a rich, savory option that's not only tasty, but helps your body absorb more nutrients from the eggs you're eating. Try adding a small portion of smoked salmon to your scrambled eggs with a bit of dill and onion. It's quick, easy, and very satisfying. All right, so now we've talked about some of the best food pairings, and I hope you're getting inspired. But just as important as knowing what to eat is understanding what to avoid. There are some common food combinations that may not be the best when you're eating eggs, especially if you're looking to support your health in your 60s and beyond. But don't worry, I'm here to help you navigate those tricky pairings. In part 3, I'll reveal those 6 foods to watch out for when you're pairing them with eggs. These are the kinds of combinations that might feel familiar, but they could actually interfere with your health goals. I'll explain why and offer healthier alternatives to make sure you're always getting the most out of your meals. So stick with me, because I'm about to share some eye-opening tips on how to make the best choices for your health and what to avoid to keep your body feeling its best. Let's keep going. Now that we've gone through some great food pairings for your eggs, it's time to dive into the more delicate side of things. Those foods that you might not realize could be causing harm when paired with eggs. You'd be surprised how easily these combinations sneak into your meals without much thought. But understanding why they don't mix well with eggs can help you avoid potential issues and keep your body functioning at its best. So, let's go over the 6 foods you should avoid when eating eggs. First up is bacon. Bacon. I know it's a favorite for many, but here's the deal. Bacon, especially the way it's traditionally cooked, is high in saturated fats and sodium. While eggs alone are healthy and packed with protein, when you pair them with bacon, you're combining 2 heavy foods that could increase your risk for high cholesterol, heart disease, and even high blood pressure, especially over time. Now, I'm not saying you can never have bacon with your eggs, but if you're eating it regularly, consider cutting back. Opt for leaner meats like turkey bacon, or try pairing eggs with something lighter like smoked salmon or grilled chicken. You'll still get the savory flavor without the extra unhealthy fats. Next, let's talk about processed cheese. It's not uncommon to sprinkle some cheese on top of your eggs, but processed cheeses, like those pre-shredded bags or slices, are packed with preservatives, sodium, and unhealthy fats. This combination might taste good in the moment, but it's not doing your body any favors in the long run. These processed cheeses can interfere with your body's ability to absorb the nutrients from your eggs, and they may contribute to increased inflammation. Try swapping out processed cheese for a slice of fresh cheese like mozzarella or a sprinkle of Parmesan. These options are lower in sodium and can still give you that creamy texture and savory flavor without the downside. Now let's look at pastries. And yes, I mean the croissants, muffins, and breakfast pastries that many people love to pair with eggs. While they may seem like a delightful addition to your meal, pastries are typically high in sugar and refined flour, both of which can cause your blood sugar levels to spike and crash. When you eat a sugary pastry with eggs, your body gets a quick energy boost, but then you feel sluggish later on. Over time, this pattern can affect your metabolism and contribute to weight gain. If you're craving something sweet, try opting for fruit instead, like berries or an apple, or even a small serving of sweet potatoes. These options give you natural sweetness and nutrients without the empty calories. Another food to be cautious of when pairing with eggs is fried potatoes. And I'm talking about the crispy, golden hash browns or French fries. While they might be a classic breakfast companion, fried potatoes are often cooked in oils that are high in unhealthy fats. Eating them with eggs can create a heavy, greasy meal that may leave you feeling sluggish instead of energized. The combination of fried potatoes and eggs can also raise your cholesterol levels over time. A healthier alternative would be to go for roasted potatoes, sweet potatoes, or even sautéed vegetables. These are lighter, full of fiber, and won't leave you with that uncomfortable feeling later. Then we have fruit juice, especially the sugary kind found in most breakfast beverages. While it seems natural to wash down your eggs with a glass of orange juice, most commercial fruit juices are loaded with added sugars. Drinking fruit juice with your eggs can cause a spike in your blood sugar levels, which is something to watch out for, especially if you have concerns about diabetes or insulin sensitivity. Instead, try drinking water, herbal tea, or even a homemade smoothie with fresh fruit, some leafy greens, and a bit of yogurt. You'll be hydrating without the added sugar, and you can still enjoy some fruit in a more balanced way. Lastly, let's talk about white bread. Now, I know this might be something you've been pairing with eggs for years, but let's take a closer look. White bread is made from refined flour, which lacks the nutrients and fiber found in whole grains. When you eat white bread with eggs, you're essentially pairing protein with simple carbs that don't provide lasting energy. Instead of white bread, try switching to whole grain or sprouted grain bread. These types of bread are higher in fiber, which helps slow down the absorption of carbs and keeps your blood sugar levels more stable. You'll feel fuller for longer, and you'll be doing your body a favor by incorporating more fiber into your diet. And there you have it, the 6 foods to avoid when pairing with eggs. They may be tempting, but if you want to boost your health and keep your energy steady throughout the day, it's best to steer clear of these combinations. Remember, small changes can make a big difference in how you feel. You don't have to overhaul your whole diet overnight, but being mindful of what goes with your eggs can make a real impact over time. In conclusion, you've now got a pretty solid understanding of how to make your eggs work for you. From healthy, nutrient-packed pairings like avocado, mushrooms, and bell peppers, to knowing which foods to avoid, like bacon, processed cheese, and white bread. It's all about making simple, thoughtful choices. Keep experimenting with these combinations and see how your body responds. You might just find that adding a little variety and nutrition to your eggs can make all the difference in your overall health. Remember, it's never too late to start eating better. Every small step counts. So here's to making smarter, healthier choices and to living your best life at any age. Keep those eggs healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.